National Council of Sports, whose mandate is to promote and control sports activity in the country, has come under immense scrutiny over corruption and mismanagement of funds that have seen the sports sector underachieve, partly due to a series of financial shortfalls. Today, the council has appeared before the Public Accounts Committee following the Speaker of Parliament's order to investigate the quoted crisis and get to the bottom of the problems the 50 sports federations are facing. Outstanding federations such as FUFA, Uganda Netball Federation, Athletics and Boxing Federation have often complained about the lack of funds for players, especially during the international tournaments.
In the process of demanding accountability, communicate and refer to the reports of the internal auditor, which has been raised. Indeed, when you follow that old complaint from the president of Netball, you realize that there were a series of communications, but he refused to waive
between you and her,
between council and the federation. And you find among other issues is that she does not refer to the attachment of the internal auditor, which is the main issue referred to for accountability.
Later, the committee met the president of Uganda Netball Federation, who told the legislators that in attempt to secure funds for the federation to participate in the netball championship in South Africa, National Council of Sports Secretary General only agreed to dispense 100 million shillings on condition that 40 million would be his. Following counsel from her secretary and treasury, they agreed to deal until 100 million was wired onto the federation's account.
3 members came to me and told me, National Council of Sports General Secretary, Dr. Bernard Patrick Ogwell, he said this being a COVID time, it was really going to be hard for him to give us any money without him knowing where he's benefiting from. They said he wanted 40 million as a kickback out of 100.
According to Sarah, the Federation Secretary and Treasury connived with the Sports Council Secretary to forcefully take the 30 million shillings meant for allowances of the players, leaving them stranded in South Africa despite good performance.
That they stayed behind actually because they had to go to National Council to meet that Dr. Ogwell that day after that meeting and to convince him that we had failed to get money to give him. But he was so bitter and he was so annoyed and he said he would never want to deal with us again, never give us any funding because we are big-headed and ill-mannered. And they said, guess what? The 30 millions that were meant for the allowances of the players and the technical officials, the gentleman took it. I told them, I can't say this before the players. I cannot address this as a president. The country gave us funds. How will I tell them that you've just donated the money?
According to legislators, the matter before them requires presence of whoever is mentioned in the 100 million appropriation before the committee, including the players who never received what was meant for them. Uganda's sports sector continues to be plowed by corruption and poor delivery, noted in poor wages, infrastructure mismanagement, among other setbacks. The committee continues its investigations into the above matter until it's conclusively referred back to Parliament. Smart24 TV, Business Today.